What's up, day traders? We're back here. It's April 9th, Tuesday, April 9th, 2019. And I wanted to show you the one trade I took today, which was a really good one. It's continued to be a good one, even though I got out of it. But it showed up in a pre-market scan of mine, and I'll show you that real quick. So this is a pre-market trade idea scan I have that I designed, and it showed up. Where is it? There it is, right there. So NVS, and I took note of it in the pre-market because it had gapped down, and I'll show you how much it gapped down. You could see this was yesterday. I'll tighten this up so you can see. So these are all daily candles. It was up here yesterday, and then really big drop below the 200 moving average on this daily candle chart. So see where it opened here today, way down, over $10 down. So I took note of it because and I'll show you what happened in the pre-market. It was moving down in the pre-market today, and so I was watching it. I almost got in at the pre-market near VWAP here, but I decided against it. I wanted to wait and let the trade come to me, and eventually it did, and I'll show you why. Mostly, well, you can see here on this VWAP chart that I have, this is volume weighted average price, must moving average if you're gonna day trade. So it started out below it, tried to break above it, couldn't, went down, got above it a little bit, came back down again. So kept trying to get above VWAP, it couldn't. Then it kind of drifted back up to VWAP, and that's when I was watching it real close, because I said, okay, what's going to happen here? If it gets above VWAP, it could take off and then recover some, or it could go down, continue down. And what happened? It drifted away from VWAP, and I said, that's it, I'm getting in. So I got in at 54.59. It was right here, 54.59 as a short. And I put my stop right there. I put a line there so you could see. Well, that's where I didn't have a hard stop. I said if it gets to 84.73, I'm going to consider taking out. It basically has to break this resistance area where it had already, basically failed to break VWAP. So I got in at 84.59, and then I was lucky because it actually kind of jumped up here on the next candle, but then had a quick down. Then it kept going down, and I got out a little bit of my shares right before my first target, which was 84.31. I got some out at 84.34, I think, and then I took the rest out at 84.26. So I just scaled out a little bit just because it kept moving. It was moving pretty quickly down, and I thought, this is, even though it was a big drop in the pre-market, it could eventually, kind of make its way back up. But look what happened. It just kept going. I mean, it went through my second target, which was 84.17, and it went all the way down. Well, now it's even down lower. I think the low it got to about here was, what's it say there, 83.56. So over $1 from where I got in, $1.03, and then the lows here are 83.51. So that's what you love to see. If you can, I like to call those runners, basically stocks that just keep running from where you got in. And I got in at the perfect point right here. It was just right before it started to, collapse. So this was a good runner. If I had stayed in, if I had taken more shares, I probably would have held on to just a tiny fraction, maybe only like 15% of my total shares I would have held on to here. So like if I had like 1,000 shares, I would have held on to 150 and just waited for this to go all the way down, and then get out at $1 maybe. Just maybe take the rest of the week off. But I didn't. So I scaled out basically around my target, and then this happened. So I can't be too upset about it because it means, again, I identified it correctly. And I've been taking a lot of these trades, these shorts, that on gappers down. I find them to be the easiest kind of trade, especially if you're a new day trader. It's an easy one to look for because I'll show you on this chart. This is my 8 EMA and 20 SMA chart. And I like this chart because I wait for these gappers when it gaps down on the day. I wait for the 8 EMA to catch up right here. If it catches up to it and it continues to go down and use it as a resistance line, then and that's what I did. I got in right when I saw it resisted, and then the 20 SMA caught up as well. So once those two catch up, and the stock caught up to both of them almost at the same time, it kind of behaved as I had hoped it would be for a short, where it used it as a resistance and kept moving down. So I got in here, and then it kept dropping. So that was good. But these are the ones I look for. If you only trade these, and you won't find one every day, but you can nearly find one at least a week, I'd say, if not more than that. I've been finding them almost every day for the past couple weeks. And once earnings season hits, you'll probably find more of them. But yeah, nice smooth move down, and then when it catches up, if it kind of breaks it, it might actually start turning the other way. But most of the time when these two catch up, it just continues down and uses it as resistance. You can see how it used it as resistance here too. Reverted back to it, couldn't break above it, a couple wicks above it, and then went back down again. So you could have gotten out your shares here, taken another little short here at A385 and ridden it down to A354 for another little 30-cent drop. You could have just played this all day basically. So yeah, so this is a great trade. I look for these now a lot because it's a lot easier to short. I feel like when you know it's already gapped down and it's kind of losing steam, or it's losing any kind of buying action basically, because in the longs are, got to get out of here because it's failing. So so that was a good trade. So I was happy about that. And yeah, so I've been trying to pre-market stream my pre-market scans on YouTube this week. I'll probably try to do it. I keep saying I'm going to do it, and I haven't done it yet, but hopefully I'll do it this week. And if there's any kind of scans you're interested in, let me know, because I can also throw those up there in the pre-market. All right, so yeah, this is a good. Novartis had a big down day, and it really was a great trade. So I'm going to be looking for these again in the pre-market, basically from here on out, because they've been really good trades for me. So that's it, and hope everybody had a good trading day, and I'll see you next time.